The United States Supreme Court says that we have every right to take you out of this car while we conduct a traffic stop.
Imagine the weight of realizing you've made a grave mistake while in uniform. Today, we'll explore instances where officers were swiftly confronted by the repercussions of their choices, highlighting the importance of accountability and integrity in law enforcement. Just like this cop in Philadelphia, who was hell-bent on abusing his authority.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. What's the first line of your oath?
You got all this
What's the first line of your oath? What's the first line of your oath?
A riveting video was uploaded on November 7th, 2021 by YouTuber Hold Them Accountable Philadelphia, showcasing a tense encounter with a police officer. The YouTuber demands the officer's identification, sparking a surprising reaction from the cop. What happens next will leave you astounded.
Hey, what's going on? What we working on?
What?
I said, what we working on? I take my hands out of my pocket so you don't think I'm doing anything.
Okay, so what we working on?
What we working on?
Okay, what we working on?
No, what we working on?
Keep on moving.
I'm asking a question.
I'm asking you a question.
Can I get your name and badge number?
No, you cannot.
I can't get your name
No,
and badge
because
number.
my business, you mind yours.
You are my business.
Sir, go.
You are my business.
Sir, go.
Could you please identify yourself? It's in your policy to identify yourself.
Call you back.
Could you call your supervisor?
You call, if you want one, you call me.
Could you call your supervisor, please? I'm just here to ask a couple questions.
And I'm not asking no question.
Why not?
Because I don't have to.
You do.
No, I don't. Sir.
You're illegally parked.
Okay, can you go?
You're illegally parked.
Sir, can you go?
Could you call a supervisor, please?
Call 911, actual supervisor.
I don't want to have to go through that.
Call 911.
Why are you the only one in the 14th district that's giving me a hard time?
Sir.
I do the whole city.
Okay, I'm not the one.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Okay, so...
You're supposed to protect me under the First Amendment.
What do you need, sir?
Right? You're parked illegally,
Okay,
and I'm
why
trying
is
to
it
understand.
bothering you?
Because if I park on the street, on the sidewalk, I get a ticket. You're parked on the sidewalk illegally. You need to be parked on a public street, not on a sidewalk that we pay for. You need to be parked on a public street.
Do you work for the city?
No, I pay you. I pay you.
No, you don't pay me.
I do pay you with taxes. Could you call your supervisor?
Call 911.
Could you call your supervisor?
Call 911.
And I can't get your badge number?
No, you cannot.
Can I get your name and badge
No, you
number?
cannot.
So I can't have your name and badge number.
You cannot.
Why is that?
Call 911. You need service, I'll help you with service. If not,
Yeah,
go away.
I do need services.
Okay, what service you need?
The services is you're parked illegally. That's my service. I need you to park on the street.
I'm calling for a supervisor.
Thank you.
And you know why I'm calling for a supervisor? To save you.
Save me?
Save you.
So is that a threat?
No, that's a promise.
What's the promise? What's the promise? Am I breaking the law? Am I breaking the law? Am I breaking the law?
1412.
I didn't think so.
Can you do me a favor? Can you have DC come to this location?
Take a good look at this officer's demeanor. Acting as if he's above everyone, yet he's just a government employee. Can you believe he outright denied that his salary comes from the public? And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, he's just getting started.
You got anything in the car I need to know about? Guns, knives?
I need to know about?
I don't answer questions.
Say again?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, get away from it then.
See? This is what we get when we pay these public servants to do work for us, and this is how they treat us. This is how they treat us. They take our money, they on their phones, they don't care about what's going on. Hey, listen, if you guys want to call, it's okay. You can call. It's 215-686-1400.
So can I help you with something?
Your supervisor coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll file a complaint on you for not identifying yourself in your policy. Okay, I will. I done already did a public records request. I got your policy. I got your code of conduct. I got how you guys are supposed to act, and you are not acting the way you're supposed to act.
Why you wait for him? Just can you just back up? Give my space.
Am I threatening you?
Say again.
Am I threatening you?
I believe so. You have your hands in your pocket.
Okay, my hands are in front of you.
Okay.
My hands are in front of you. I don't have anything but a flashlight. Anything but a flashlight.
Get that light out my.
Well, you putting it in my face. You putting the light in my face.
I'm not the one.
You putting the light in my face.
I'm telling you, sir.
You putting the light
I'm
in my
telling
face.
you, sir. Listen. Take a walk. I'm not the guy.
I'm waiting for your supervisor.
I'm not the guy.
I'm waiting for your
Okay,
supervisor.
I'm not the guy. I'm just telling you right now.
Listen,
I'm not the guy.
I'm waiting for your supervisor.
I'm just letting you know. I'm not one of the officers that you could play with.
This ain't for play. You took an oath to protect the Constitution, and you on it right now. That's what you doing. I look for good police officers, but guess what? I ran across a bad one.
I'm trying to be patient as I can. But if you keep on bothering me, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be calling current affairs.
Wow, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not breaking the law. I just asked you a couple questions, and you felt some type of way. I do this in every single district. Every single district I do this in. You're the only one who gives me a problem. All you had to do was talk to me.
And that's what I told him.
All you had to do is give me name and badge number and...
You can judge the supervisor by the behavior of his subordinates. Clearly, they believe they're untouchable. This is why we need vigilant auditors to expose such corruption.
How you doing today? How you doing today?
Gee, what you doing, man?
You know,
Huh?
I came up, asked him a couple questions, right?
Right.
First off, he said, do you have any business with me? I said, yeah. He said, what's the business? I said, you're illegally parked. If I park right there, I get a ticket, right?
No, it's called discretion.
Huh?
It's called discretion.
Oh, so any of these cars can park on the sidewalk. And I'm gonna tell you, right? I do this in all districts.
I know.
All over the city.
Got nothing else going on,
Oh,
right? Just,
who?
yeah.
Who?
That's what you
I don't
just
have
do,
nothing
right?
else
Just,
going
that's
on.
what you got
All
going
right, so
on, right?
I'm gonna show you this, right? So
I really don't care.
I'm
G.
in-
I really don't.
okay.
It don't matter.
Okay,
Just
cool.
saying, it doesn't. It's not really
cool.
applicable for me.
Is the supervisor coming?
Probably.
Okay.
Stand there.
Yes,
so
sir.
you park here, and the
No,
car
no.
is here to be visible, so that way it can do with all this.
No,
you
listen.
don't film these dudes in these stores selling.
listen,
You
hold
don't
on.
film
Hold
us
on, hold on.
trying
That's
to
hold on,
hold on,
prevent.
listen,
no,
listen.
hear me
No,
out.
I-
You
listen.
don't film them when they out here
Listen,
slinging, and you
listen.
know they slinging.
No,
but you'll
listen.
film us.
Listen,
That makes sense to
listen
you?
to what I'm saying
That's
to
your
you.
community.
Listen to what I'm
but
telling
yeah,
you.
you gonna harass
This
us.
is what I do,
All
right?
G.
I go around
I
the
know what
city.
you do.
I go around the city and I look
G.
for
All right, man,
good
that's
police
fine.
officers.
That's right.
That's what I do. I go around the city looking for good police officers. That's all I do.
You know, for your neighborhood when these guys is out here doing all kinds of dumb drugs.
You won't go into the Chinese stores with that cell phone, I bet you that.
Why
But you would
wouldn't
do
I?
this, but you won't film them selling drugs.
Is
Because that's
this
snitching, right?
Is this a problem?
Okay.
Is this
We
okay?
just telling you
So
that
so
you
why
could use that energy
so
to
why?
actually do something.
But that's
But-
what he's saying.
but
You
I
know,
am
you're
doing
not-
something.
You're not. Stop.
The
I
swamp.
don't think you know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. What's the
You
first
just
line of your
smell it
oath?
in the air. You got all this
What's the
going
first
on,
line
and
of your
that's
oath?
what you gonna do, man.
What's the first line of your oath? How you doing today, Sarge?
How you doing?
Can I get your name and badge number?
My name's Lieutenant Frisco. My badge number is 419. Would you like to conduct an on-camera interview with me?
Listen,
Would you like to conduct an on-camera
Sure.
interview? Okay, then I suggest you contact the Philadelphia Police Department Public Affairs
Well, no.
Office.
oh no, I don't want to interview.
Okay.
No, I don't want to interview.
Okay,
This
then
is
in
all-
that case, we'll finish.
So
Okay.
this is all I wanted. This is all I was saying, right? This is all I was saying. I came up, I looked for good police officers, right? I look for good police officers. Obviously, there's none here. He doesn't want to identify himself. You're a tyrant. He's a tyrant.
Predictably, the tyrant supervisor ignored the confrontation. This is the grim reality we're facing, where such individuals operate unchecked, thinking they are above the law. Utterly disgraceful.
$250,000 with a man with a camera. Ain't that something? I guess you thought I was gonna get scared. Put the camera down. It's not happening. Nothing. You said I got nothing to do. Crazy. And look at this guy right here. This is the district captain. Lieutenant. He don't even want to talk. That's how much they're tyrants. Hey, you don't want to talk right quick? I don't have nothing crazy to say to you. I was just gonna ask you a couple questions. Drive a shame, y'all. Look, you see it? See it? Drive a shame. Got him to do exactly what I needed him to do. Driver Shane. See ya. LT, can you talk to me for a second? No? LT, this is the respect that we get from the people that's supposed to serve us. This is crazy. LT. Hello? Hello? Can you answer one question and I'll be out your hair? I'll leave. I'll leave. Am I breaking the law?
The officers and their lieutenant were clearly annoyed by the audit, oblivious to the fact that their behavior was the very reason for the scrutiny.
When a citizen's talking to you, I'm sorry, when your boss is talking to you, you're supposed to answer. But you guys don't respect the Constitution. The first line of your oath say that you're gonna uphold the Constitution, and you don't do it. 149 subsection G say I can do exactly what I'm doing. And you can't do nothing about it. Smith versus Cummins say the same thing. See, that's the stuff y'all don't know. Y'all react instead of just asking questions. That's all I wanted to do is ask you a question. Ask him a question and I'd have been on my way. So now I gotta go to the 14th district and stand out there and do this. And do this. Because you guys are tired. Hey, listen, you have a good night. You be safe, all right? Remember, uphold the Constitution. That's the first line of the oath that you swore before God and the people to protect. Remember that. Because I remember. Remember the code of conduct. Remember that. When you get out your vehicle, make sure you got your mask on next time. Please don't walk in my face and you don't have your mask on. That's your policy.
Thanks to the auditor's efforts, these officers got a much-needed lesson in accountability. Hopefully this encounter will make them reconsider their actions in the future. However, we can't say the same for the way this next officer behaves with this gentleman.
Okay. The United States Supreme Court says that we have every right to take you out of this car while we conduct a traffic stop.
On September 3rd, 2014, two power-hungry cops decided to tail a regular civilian during his daily commute. What unfolded was caught on camera by the passenger and shared on the YouTube channel Ambies 99. From the get-go, the encounter was tense.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Whatever the traffic stop was, it doesn't really matter. I'm not here for that, obviously.
Oh, just in case I started recording, because
that's fine. You can do
if
that.
anything, if I need it for court or anything.
You can record all you want, no problem. You're obligated when you're in a motor vehicle to present your ID.
When you're driving?
When you're in the motor vehicle, yes, like right now.
Can I see what law is that?
I don't have the law book on me. I know the law. That's.
Oh, so if you know it, how come?
If you weren't in the car and you parked in a parking lot, no. But as far as the motor vehicle being operated, yes.
Right. So get the law for me. Give me what law it is,
I don't
and
need
then.
the law for you.
You're a police officer. You're supposed to know all the laws, and
Let me talk to you. Step out of the car for me.
I'm not stepping out of the car.
What's that?
I'm not stepping out of the car for my safety.
For your safety?
For my safety.
What do you think? We're going to beat you up?
No, but once you tell somebody to step out of the car, it's either they're being arrested, you're going to take them in for questioning or something like that.
Okay.
If I'm not going to be...
Listen,
Despite the driver's compliance, including showing his ID and stepping out of the vehicle, the officers couldn't leave the innocent passenger alone. They failed to provide any legal statute codes, showcasing their incompetence and unprofessionalism.
This is recording. In case
don't
something
pretend you're
happens...
Mr. Lawyer, okay?
No, I told him I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer.
Attorney,
But
okay? But
I value my rights. I have rights. I know the Constitution. I know what rights I have.
We do it with every single car
you
stop.
give up your rights when you're in the car.
When you're driving.
When you're driving.
When you're driving.
You have to present your ID.
Yeah,
If
when
you
you're
don't
driving.
have your ID, that's fine. But you got to give them a name.
I'm not giving out my name just because. Because you're gonna start. I need your name. I need your date of birth. You're gonna look me up. You're gonna have my address. You're gonna have all the information. Yeah. But what crimes did I commit?
I know you're thinking you're Joe Attorney.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that.
If you're getting arrested, you're gonna get arrested.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not.
All right. So when you say I'm being arrested, then we'll take it from there.
Why would I say that? Why would I say you're being arrested? If
I don't
you're
know.
Sitting in the passenger
Yeah,
seat
because you're asking me for my
minding
name, my date of birth.
your- That's just for our safety. That's why we do that.
Yeah, but why did he get pulled over? Right?
Had him for speeding.
Okay, so that's his problem.
Yeah, but
I'm just getting the ride home.
listen, but you're in the car. Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't commit a crime. I didn't speed.
We're not saying that you did.
These officers seemed unaware that no U.S. law mandates passengers to show ID without a clear and explicit reason. Claiming it's for our safety just doesn't cut it.
I didn't
We're
speed.
not saying that you did. We identify everyone in the car.
You're not
Every
listening
single
to
car
me.
stop.
I am listening.
Okay. When you get out of the car, okay, we don't just arrest people to get out of the car. We just don't tell you to get out for the heck of it, okay? For our safety, we ask for ID. Now you're obligated by the state to do that, okay?
Do you see anybody shooting? Do you see anybody with a
So
bazooka?
I'm not here to be a debate. That's for court, okay?
All right, so whatever you gotta do, but I'm not giving up my rights. I'm not giving up my rights, and I know that's not a law. Once you tell me the law, what number it is, everything, we're gonna look it up,
It is a law,
stuff like
but I'll
that.
be right back. I'll
All
be
right.
right back. Where you guys from?
Providence?
Providence?
Realizing the passenger wasn't backing down, the officers retreated to their cruiser to search for this non-existent law.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Down at Confronting? Hey, can you hop up just for a minute? I just want to talk to you real quick.
Nah, I want to stay with the cameras recording because I don't know. I don't want to be.
Feel free to bring
Yeah.
the camera with you.
I don't want to carry that and have it in your face,
Okay.
But
Then you know what?
I don't want to be
Okay.
disrespectful. I don't want to take you guys away from doing your job and stuff. But they say that when you have rights, either you use them or you lose them.
You're not disrespectful, okay? But you are breaking the law.
I am.
Okay. The United States Supreme Court says that we have every right to take you out of this car while we conduct a traffic stop.
Even when I'm not being arrested, I wasn't driving. I don't have any probable cause. Just for my friend, because he already got a ticket. He's late for, he's giving me a ride, as a courtesy, for me, because my car broke down. I'll give you my ID, all right? Because I've been here for 31 years in this country, never been arrested, don't have any kind of,
I'm not arguing any of that.
Even with backup, the cops could only threaten the passenger in an attempt to strip him of his rights.
So I'm going to reach for my ID, all right?
You go right ahead.
Just for my friend.
Yep.
I'll give up my rights for my friend.
Well, it has nothing to do with rights, my friend.
All right, here you go. You're not going to find anything. I just want to, when you have the rights, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's where it's going in this country already.
You do have rights, and I understand that. I'm well versed in the Constitution.
Yeah, I follow.
You do have rights.
Yeah, I follow. I try to follow all the laws.
But
I try to learn everything,
But you do have to identify yourself.
They say if you're being arrested, there's probable cause, or you're being a danger. Yeah,
I don't know who you are as the passenger if you don't tell us. So.
Yeah, but I wasn't driving. I didn't commit any crime. There's no probable cause that I'm going to commit a crime. You didn't catch me in the act of committing a crime.
You know what I'm saying?
Their logic seemed to be guilty until proven innocent. How could a passenger in a speeding incident be complicit? These inept officers need suspension without pay and a return trip to the academy for a proper lesson in justice.
However, just so you know in the future, you do have to provide.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to call the chief of police and ask him, just to make sure, because if it is, and I'm wrong, the next time, I know better,
Call the Attorney General's office. They can really tell you. Just tell them the situation. I was a passenger in a car. I was asked to provide my ID, and they'll let you know that is the case.
Okay, I want to find that out because I try to keep up with all the laws, and if that's a new law and I don't know about it, I want to find out.
Power.
Yeah, I just wrote that today on Facebook. I said knowledge is power, same thing like that.
Yep, absolutely.
I said read and learn. I try to always keep up with all the laws, the new laws, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, everything.
Why not?
Just so, yep. I've been here for 31 years, never been arrested, never been in trouble with the police, never been in any kind of trouble, ever, because I have 2 cars, but they both broke down, so, so they can give me a ride forward.
Adding insult to injury, the passenger's car was broken down, forcing him to rely on a friend for a ride, only to have his rights trampled by these officers.
The reason why we do that is obviously to check anybody, see if they have warrants or whatever. We don't know who the passenger is. It's for our safety
Yeah, but
and yours.
you see what the problem with that is? You cannot just go around stopping everybody and asking for IDs like Nazi Germany. You know what I mean?
Vehicles legally stopped though for traffic violations.
Yeah.
The passenger clapped back with a powerful point, exposing the officer's ridiculous justifications.
Their identification.
Yeah, but that's where it's going.
Yep.
In New York,
Listen, we're not in New
it's
York.
already like that.
We're not in New York. We're in Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And the courts say if you are stopped by the police for a legal reason, which this was a legal reason, you committed a traffic violation of some sort, we have the right to identify any passengers in the motor vehicle.
Yeah, but you know that in New York, they didn't have that law before.
We're not in New York.
I mean, but they didn't have it there. Just like they don't have it here, it might go there. If you don't use our rights, if you don't flex your rights, that's where it's going to go, right there, Nazi Germany.
That's when you notify your state rep and you...
Now, pretty soon I'll be going down the street, walking around, papers, please, papers.
Well, that's...
That's where it's going. I mean, I'm sad to say about this is where it's going in this country. Man, when I was here, back when I first came in here, like back in the 80s, the 90s, it was lovely to, here, but the way it's going now, that was after 9/11 or what happened, but I just can't do anything anymore without having your papers, it's sad, it's sad.
Desperate to make their case, the cops rambled on about a Supreme Court precedent trying to validate their actions.
Seems like that. When you want to give out your name and ID, it seems like, all these red flags. What is he hiding?
You're one person. This case that this sergeant is talking about came from a state trooper asking for identification from a bus full of people. And the Supreme Court found that it was warranted. And they can ask for identification.
So even all those innocent people that were just there along for the ride, they have to go through all this hassle, give out the names, the date of birth, the social security, just because somebody else did something? We all have to pay for it? If you're looking for a person driving the same type of car that was being looked for like a crime he committed, it was driving a car that's similar to this one, a red Civic, we're looking for that type of car, there's a wanted, and then you stop him for that car, then they go, all right, we stop somebody driving that same, we're looking for somebody that's driving the same type of car, he's being looked for, he committed a crime, all right, I will understand that, but asking me all this because he was speeding, I mean, it doesn't go together. It makes no sense.
The courts have said that we can.
All right. Now I'm just gonna, look that up. I'm not saying that you're lying, but I want to make sure for myself. Okay.
The passenger schooled the officers on the First Amendment and the essence of being a free U.S. citizen. His ID came back clear, forcing the cops to let him go. But the encounter cast a dark shadow on law enforcement. These power-abusing antics highlight the necessity for accountability and respect for citizens' rights. Which person do you think fought off America's worst tyrant the best? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like the video, subscribe so you can take advantage of the next one I have in store for you. Thanks for watching. This is Detective Mystery signing off.